Hey guys, Jay Plays here, back again with a brand new episode. This is episode number 5 in our Burning Crusade World of Warcraft Classic series. We are starting today off. We are at this well. We walked over to it. We took a screenshot, and just so happens to be that we actually have to fill this well, or fill the vial that we have with the waters in this well, and in order to complete a quest. If that's not the vial we need, this is right here, the tourmaline vial. So last episode, guys, we went and we conquered the Ben Athel Baroden, and we had a little bit of a help from a hunter that that was starting the quest as well. So it actually wasn't too bad. We completed it with no deaths. We are level 10. We still have not died. The other thing that we did was since we hit level 10, we accidentally took this talent, and that's not something that I don't think that we want. I don't think that's I don't think this is really something that we want to do. So we're gonna have to go down to the city. We have to go there anyway. We're gonna try and respec. I have no idea if we even have enough gold in order to do that. So yeah, we got kind of a lot to do this episode. We got level 10, so we want to respec and take a talent that's actually going to be beneficial for us, and we want to go probably do the Druid quest, and I'm gonna assume that we get bear form out of that, but I don't know. And then what we'll probably do is we'll probably just come back. We'll probably hearth back to Dolinar and continue our adventures here, because I definitely want to quest out the starting zone. I don't want to leave here too early if we don't need to. There's still really good experience here for us, and there's quite a few quests to do. We still haven't even gone to the northern region yet. But there are 2 quests that we have to turn in Darnassus. One being the Druid quest and one being something else. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, but we will find out. Other than that, we're ready to go. We sold everything, we trained, we're all set there. I love the way these ancient protectors look. They look so sick walking around. I also love this city. I pretty much love everything about the Night Elves. I think they're one of the sickest races in the whole game. Look at this guy. Badass. Owl trainer. So yeah, for these guys you can actually buy these pets, which are little owls. I want one, but I'm not going to spend the 45 silver on one. I don't have that kind of money just to burn right now. But I would love to have a little owl following us around. I think that would be pretty sick. Our alchemy is only level 10, so it's not like we really need to train that right now. Pump and Clap is that guild name. Interesting. I can hear my puppy getting a little rowdy. She's in her cage right now. So she might definitely make an appearance. It seems like she took her nap already and she's ready to get out. So I might have to pause it at some point in this video. Hello, and how may I help you? Ah, a timberling seed. I wanted to try growing one of these to help Denelin with his studies. But I'm afraid I've discovered that a corruption has grown in many of the timberlings, and seeds from such creatures carry their parents' taint. They are beyond my talents to repair. Denelin is very skilled with things that grow. He may find a cure for future timberlings. He may be their only hope. There is a malevolence growing in the timberlings. We are trying to find the source, but until we do, in order to keep Teldrassil safe, we must cut down the timberlings who are beyond help. Those that wander Wellspring Lake in northern Teldrassil are the most tainted. They must be removed. Destroy the timberlings you find there, and gather the mossy tumors growing upon them. Bring the tumors to me so that they may be burned.
Goodbye.
So that's just a quest we got to go back that we'll complete once we get back there. This one, however, is the Druid quest, which I'm really excited about. I wish to unlearn my talents. Yes, I do. It's 1 gold just to start. Just 1 fucking gold just to remove, just to reset. Yikes. Well, I do have that on the bank tune. So I could send it over.
Good luck, friend.
Welcome, my brother. If you were here to train, then I would be delighted to train you. There are rumors of strife within the Cenarian Circle, but you should pay such... What? But you should pay such loose talk no heed. Huh. Our Archdruid, Fandral Staghelm, leads us in all of Teldrassil's glory. I'm glad you found your way here today, young druid. The time has come for you to take a large step into a much larger world. Inside each of Cenarius's children is the call to serve nature. Animals and plants are our friends as well as our charges. We choose to devote our lives as preservers of balance for their sake as well as our own. Your first step into this world will be to learn the ways of the bear, and to learn strength of body and heart. Ready yourself. Yeah, so it is bear form. All druids are welcome in the sacred land of Moonglade, regardless of the current tensions in the Cenarian Circle between Archdruid Staghelm and Keeper Remulos, Moonglade's guardian. Now that you're learning the ways of the claw, I'll teach you the spell that lets you transport yourself there. Cast it whenever you seek Moonglade's knowledge of or solace. As for your first lesson, travel to Moonglade and speak with Dentrite, Starblaze, and Nighthaven about the path you're now on. Good luck, young druid. So we just learned teleport to Moonglade. And I just want to double check before we do. Yeah, so we got to use that as part of our quest. So let's put that on our bar. And then we'll just teleport there now. I don't think I've ever been to Moonglade. Alright, so zoning in, the first impression that I have is it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty dark and eerie almost. But definitely has that that night elf vibe. Dendrite Starblaze. Greetings, Druid. You are welcome in the Nighthaven, as well as all of Moonglade. The Cenarian Circle welcomes all beings who respect the authority and command of nature. While you are here, please be sure to preserve the balance in all things. Disturbances are not welcome here, and our wardens are trained to seize all hostilities without question. And so it begins. Father Cenarius, and so it begins. Wait, what? And so it begins. Father Cenarius. And so it begins. So he says it twice. I'm not sure why he says it twice. Dendrite makes a quick, invisible gesture in the air above him. A slight aura of power falls over him. The first the first perspective of nature you must adapt to this to is the God fuck I can't read today, guys. I apologize. The first perspective of nature you must adapt to is that of the bear. I will put you on the path to understanding this aspect of druidic life, but it is you that must embrace it and propagate it, now and forever. In the northwest part of Moonglade resides the home of a wise and noble being we call the Great Spirit Bear. For all druids, it has served as a tutor and mentor in the first true natural understandings of the bear. All druids at one point seek the spirit's wisdom, and you shall be no exception. Go to the Great Bear Spirit now and learn what it will teach. When it's satisfied with you, return to me here in Nighthaven. We will then see if you have truly taken account of the lessons it teaches. I don't know what's going on with my brain. Apparently, my brain is having a fucking aneurysm right now, and I cannot read. So, on the map, I can see where we need to go. I guess we just gotta go talk to some spirit bear. I'm kind of curious to check out Moonglade, but I'm sure we'll be back here at some point. So can we go this way? I can already hear my dog. My puppy. Yeah, I think we can get here. This is like a little pathway of some sort. I'm going to rebuff too. Not that we're going to be fighting anything right now, but... Alright, here he or she is. Great Spirit Bear. The bear spirit looks upon you with a calm and peaceful gaze. You hear a voice speak to you as though it was coming from the bear, but the creature makes no indication that it is speaking. Greetings, my young friend. If you have come to me seeking guidance, then perhaps I can help you find what you seek. What do you represent, spirit? I represent the strength which bolsters you as a young druid. You have come to me to learn this strength, young one, and I will teach this to you. I will teach you all that is the spirit bear. I provided you will listen and understand. In order to know what it means to draw upon my spirit, you need to understand the importance of the strength of the body as well as the strength of my heart. I seek to understand the importance of strength of the body. Strength of the body is the power and swiftness of action. You must keep yourself fit at all times, both physically and mentally. The bear's girth highlights its strength, as it is a ferocious foe in combat. The bear's girth, however, bellies its lithe agility and sharp mind. These are surprises you will use to your advantage. You must rely on the strength of the bear's body in order to master the way of the claw. I seek to understand the importance of the strength of the heart. Strength of the heart is what gives you the resolve to take action. Action is rooted in intents that are pure and forthright. To keep the balance is not to be complacent or banal. Never heard of that word before in my life. You must show resolve for that which you believe in, and you must be willing to fight for it. The mother bear shows endless conviction in protecting her young, as does an elder bear protecting his den. It is the resolve, this strength of heart, which you must come to know if you are to master the way of the claw. I have heard your words, great bear spirit, and I understand. I now seek your blessings to fully learn the way of the claw. It remains to be seen if you are ready. Even the wisest and oldest of druids are never truly ready when their ultimate time of testing comes. You have heard my words, and now you must move on. Heed what I have taught you. There will be a time when you will have your strength tested. You must face your foe as the bear would, with strength of body and with strength of heart. Learn from the fight, young one. Go, with my blessings. Interesting. So now we got to seek out the Great Spirit Bear. Oh, no, we already did that. So now what do we have to do? Oh, I guess we just got to go back. It's weird that this still says that. It's just kind of weird that there's no one else here. There must not be really anything that you can do in this place. I mean, there's literally no one. I wonder, it kind of makes me wonder if it was like intended to be like the Druid hangout at one point and it just never. I feel like if they were intended for that though, they would have added more things. I'm curious to know what it looks like in retail, if it's the same or...
Peace be with you.
Dendrite makes another invisible gesture in the air above him as you approach. Another aura of power comes over him, and he smiles ever so slightly. I sense wisdom in you, young one. That was not present when we first met. You gaze upon me with strength and knowing intent, though this intent is yet not focused. You will now learn to focus your strength and adopt the nature of the bear into your work. The time has come for us to part ways, young one, as the application of your lessons takes you back to whom that sent you to me. Math, Bearwalker, walks truly in balance of the nature. Even as he dwells precariously close to where the balance has faltered, listen to his instructions and you will soon complete your first lesson into your role as a protector of the balance. Go now, young one. We shall meet again.
Farewell.
How do I get out of here, though?
Ishnu Allah.
That's the true question. I could hearth. I wonder if there's like a flight path. It definitely didn't specify. Let's check Questy. Flight Master. Well, Flight Master indicator's on. It doesn't look like there is one. There's gotta be a way out of here other than their Hearthstone. There's one right there. Oh, he's way the fuck down here. He was there the whole time. I just didn't see it. Is this one here too? Why isn't this marked on the map?
Goddess bless you. Goddess watch over you.
Strange. All right, so we're gonna fly back to Darnassus, I believe, and carry on. All right, guys. So we are back in Darnassus, and we're about to get back to the Druid trainer.
Hello.
Mr. Math. Welcome back, J-Plays. I sense that your first meeting with the Great Bear Spirit is the same as it is with all druids when they first start down the path of the Claw. A little bewildering, but very intense. I know it was that way with me. The Great Bear Spirit has been a part of Azeroth as long as Azeroth has existed in the heavens. We have come to rely on its wisdom and its power to fuel your purpose. The time has now come for your first test of this purpose. Listen closely. Directly east of Aberdeen lay many Moonkin caves. The one closest to Aberdeen has a Moonkin stone inside. It, Lunaclaw, the defender of the stone, will face you only when the Cenarian moon dust is applied to it. Luna Claw possesses within its strength that you must use as one of the claw. You've earned the right to use this Cenarian moon dust. Now show me that you've earned the right to possess the strength of the body and the strength of the heart needed as a druid. Alright, so it looks like we're going to Aberdeen. I don't know why I just jumped off the back. That was stupid of me. Ditch digger? Is this where they bury all the bodies? Inconspicuously tucked behind behind the druid tree. Alright, so I guess we'll walk back out of Darnassus and we'll just head over to Aberdeen. I want to finish this up. I definitely want to get bear form this episode. I don't want to mess around. So let me get to Darkshore or Aberdeen, and we'll meet back up there in just a second. All right, guys. So we're back in. We're not back because we haven't been here yet. We are in Aberdeen. There is a shit ton of quests here, but I'm not going to pick any of these up yet. I want to wait until we're actually coming over here to quest. So we have to go east of Aberdeen. This quest is not marked on the questy map, which is a little strange. But it does say east, and we're looking for some sort of Moonkin cave. So we're just going to kind of have to go based off of the direction of the quest itself and try and find it. It wants us to apply this Cenarian moon dust to something. So we might have to kind of visit that quest real quick just to make sure. So on a Moonkin stone. So I'm just going to travel east here and see if we can find it. I see Moonkins. So this must be it right here. Oh shit, this is a level 12. We really have to be careful, considering we're only level 10. I don't know if the mobs here are really going to be forgiving of that. And these bears hit like a fucking truck. Let's use one of these. And let's use one of these. And let's use one of these. Just in case. I'm not trying to risk it. Jesus. Yeah, that's this might be fun. All of these are level 12. We might have to wait on this. We're gonna take it really slow, nice and slow. I just want to make sure we have full mana or full health before we jump into this. I want to put our rank 2 up here because I just used the first rank of healing and it really didn't do shit.
Get closer.
This guy's 11. We should be okay with this one. We're definitely gonna have to eat and drink after every pull. Let's use the expensive water. So much better. Yeah, we should just ditch the first rank of water. That's just not gonna... It's gonna be a waste of time at this point.
It's too far away.
This is... I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. This is going to be interesting going into a cave with level 12s. 2 levels ahead of us.
I'm out of range.
I'm almost even tempted to just take this guy out just in case. But I don't think it's necessary. I think we should be okay. Oh, there's not even anything in here. Oh, that was super anticlimactic. But from the quest, it says something spawns or something attacks us once we do this. So make sure that we're prepared for that, which we are. We got all of our buffs up. We got full health and mana. Let's hope for the best on this one, guys. This is the dust. This is the stone. Please, God. So he's only level 12, and it's just one guy. We should be okay. Let's use one of those two. Let's heal up. And we'll staff the rest down. The slain spirit of Lunaclaw stares at you intently, as though wanting something from you. You have fought well, spirit. I ask you to grant me the strength of your body and strength of your heart. The spirit looks intently into your eyes and grasps your hand. You feel a warmth shoot through your body and almost knocking you to your knees. As the warmth passes, you feel the slight presence of an Ursine spirit within your being, bolstering your resolve. So something just happened to us. We're not aware of what exactly just happened to us, but something just happened to us. Alright, so now we just have to return to, is his name Mr. Math? Is what we're calling him. So let's head back, and we'll get this turned in and see what happens next. Alright, guys, so we are back at Mr. Math. About to turn in the quest, and I'm hoping we get our bear form right now. You have finally taken your large step into a much larger world, Jay Plays. I sense the teaching of the great bear spirit within you, and I sense that you have received the strength that Lunaclaw possessed. There are no further obstacles in your way. Let me now teach you what it means to be a Druid of the Claw.
Goddess, watch over you.
Oh shit. Oh shit, we just got bear form. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Pretty sick. Alright, so what do we have in bear form? Do we just literally have... Okay, so we have Maul. Increases the druid's next attack by 18 damage. So just regular attack. We have Growl, which is a taunt. I know that for sure. So this is like our... Right now, this is going to be our main attack, it looks like. Increases the druid's next attack by 18. So we're just basically auto-attacking. And this attack right here, this Maul, buffs our next attack. So I'm not really entirely sure, like, when is the appropriate time to use bear form? Is this something that we just need to be in at all times? Is this something that we should just get into, like, as soon as we're being attacked from melee? That's kind of what it seems like to me, is that we should only really use bear form when we're in melee. Obviously, when we're forced to be in melee combat. So we'll stay out of it. We'll do our regular Wrath, Moonfire, and then when the enemies get close to us, we'll jump into bear form and finish them off. So we should no longer have to be staffing things down by the sounds of it. Which is great. Before we hearth back, there is something that I would like to do. Actually, and I should... Well, no, because we need to be here anyway. I'm going to send 1 gold over to this character because we need to respec. I want to make sure that the talent point that we chose is actually viable for us. And I'm not sure that this one that we chose by accident is the one we want. So I'm going to do that real quick as well, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and jumped on the bank tune. I sent 1 gold over from J Banks a lot. We got 1 gold here. I do have some gold on that bank tune just because when I started this series, I actually had I had another character that I had quite a bit of gold on, so I just deleted him because I wanted a fresh start on a fresh server for the series and future series going forward, and I wanted to just start fresh, but I didn't want to lose the gold, so I just sent it to the bank tune to hang on to, just in the emergencies. But I didn't send anything else over. We still have 1 gold and 18 silver, and as soon as we do this respec, it's just gonna go back down to 18 silver, because I want us to kind of build everything from scratch. But I would consider this an emergency use. Oh, we do have something to train. Demoralizing Roar. The Druid roars, decreasing nearby enemies' melee attack power by 30 last 30 seconds. So that's also something that we're going to want to use. Let's see, I'll put that there. Put Growl there as well. And then let's unlearn our talent. So the next time we have to do this, it's going to probably cost us way more gold. I'm curious to know how much it will cost. But we have to put a talent point in first. So as far as talents, I think what we want to go with is either balance or feral, and I don't really have any idea which one to go down, so I'm just going to read them. So first talent option in feral reduces the cost of your maul, which would be this. Swipe, claw, rake, and mangle abilities by 1 rage or energy. Increases the attack power reduction of your demoralizing roar by 8% and the damage caused by your ferocious bite by 3%. So this ability would be increased by 8%. That might be good. Both of those really would be good, it seems like. But if we decided to stick with balance for now, it reduces the cast time of your Wrath and Starfire spells by 0.1 seconds. Really doesn't seem like a whole lot. We'd probably have to get into that talent a ways before we really saw a difference. Nature's Grasp we could choose. While active, anytime an enemy strikes the caster, they have a 35% chance to become afflicted by entangling roots. Only usable outdoors. 1 charge, lasts 45 seconds. Give me just a second. I want to do some research, and I want to figure out what would be the smarter choice here. So give me just 1 second. All right, guys. So from what I was reading, it sounds like feral is going to be the way to go, hands down. It's the best spec for leveling from what I was reading on Icy Veins. So that means we're going to want to stick with the feral tree. Looking at the recommended spec for feral, it uses literally 0 balance talents. So we'll just not worry about that right now. And it turns out, actually, we do need this talent. So really, we could have probably just taken it. Yeah, it was kind of a waste of gold there, but you know what? It's whatever. But the talent that it recommends us take is Ferocity. So we're going to go ahead and put 1 talent in Ferocity and just reduce the cost of our Maul ability right now. We'll see how that plays out. All right, the last thing to do is we're going to go ahead and hearth back to Dolinar, and we're going to continue questing. There was a lot of travel time so far in the recording. So right now, as I this is unedited, obviously, we're at 47 minutes, and there's probably at least 15 minutes of travel time and random shit that I did so far. So the recording of this will definitely be a little bit longer. I'm not sure exactly. It's hard to gauge now how long the episode is. So it might be a little bit longer, might be a little bit shorter. I don't know.
What brings you here?
Shondo Stormrage never returned, and the Druids were in disarray. And to this day, we still do not know what became of him. With Malfurion missing, Archdruid Fandral Staghelm took over the leadership of the Druids, convincing the Circle of the Ancients in Darkshore that it was time for our people to rebuild, and that it was time for our people to regain their immortality. With the approval of the Circle, Staghelm and the most powerful Druids grew Teldrassil, the New World Tree. All was not well with Teldrassil. However, Staghelm's carefully made plans for the New World Tree had borne out as he had hoped. But there was one small problem, a problem to which many of the troubles on Teldrassil may be attributed. However, I will not get into that yet. You must visit the last Moonwell, to the northwest in the Oracle Glade. Under the boughs of the Oracle Tree, boughs, I think is how you pronounce that, of the Oracle Tree lies the first and most powerful of our wells. Retrieve a vial of its water and return to me. Our questie is off. I think I accidentally turned off all the tracking. There. That's probably why it wasn't showing us in Darkshore where the Moonkin guy was. There is one quest south. Let's do that first, just so my OCD doesn't freak out on me. We got a little bit of a walk down there, but shouldn't take us too long. I'm excited to get into combat with bear form. It's probably not going to be that crazy much of a difference, but it's cool. In fact, let's just try it out real quick. This is level 5, so we're probably gonna be annihilating this thing. Yeah, that was pretty quick. Probably better off trying it on something a little bit higher level. There's a Peace Bloom up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this as well real quick, since it's on our path. It's awesome that we can farm in bear form. We also have to... Oh yeah, the mossy tumors we don't actually have to do down here. I'm trying to navigate around these guys. Shouldn't be too hard. Now that we're higher level, they want less to do with us. As long as we keep our distance. So going forward, we'll get a talent point every level, I believe, and we'll start really seeing some growth in our character as we level up. Oh god, do I have to fight my way through all this shit? We should be able to walk around all of this. We're gonna try anyway. I pulled up a guide, I think it was last night, on herbalism farming and the best place to actually do that. And it, from what it looks like, is it's Northshire. Is it Northshire or Gold or what? Elwyn Forest. Duh. Elwyn Forest is the best place to farm your herbalism up when you're low level. At least that's what I read. So this is like a... Is this like a fungus? A fungi? It's a fruit, apparently. Hanging from beneath its fronds of this glowing plant is a large round fruit. Denelin would want to study this fruit, you are certain. Bring the glowing fruit to Denelin at Lake Alameth. So we gotta go all the way back to... Interesting. I wonder if it would have been worth it just to... Or I wonder if this quest isn't even worth it. I wonder if it chains into anything after this or what the deal is. Give me just a second. I'm going to travel over to him and we'll get this turned in. All right, guys, we are back. Brought a friend with us. He was chasing us for quite a while. It was actually impressive. We're back at Denelin.
What brings you here?
I'm going to turn this in and see what we have to do. Probably gonna shoot us back up here and we'll have another long ass walk, but we'll see. Jay Plays, you look like you have something to tell me. Do you have news concerning the Timberlings? Oh, I found this fucking weird ass fruit. You found this on Teldrassil? Intriguing. This fruit is exotic. Perhaps its seeds were brought here from far off. Perhaps even as far as Azeroth. And there's something about this fruit. It seems to have reacted very strangely with the soil of Teldrassil. Thank you, Jay Plays. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must study this further. Yeah, that's it. So, it's sending us up north to finish the questing that we have here, and that's pretty much it. So, once again, I got some walking to do. I will meet you guys there in just a second. Alright, so we're pretty close to the area that we need to be in. We finally made it up north a ways. I went back up to Dolinar and I just followed the road, so it didn't take us too long. I didn't want to try and venture through the rough terrain and dodge all the creatures we would come across along the way. It says there's an earth root somewhere. I don't know if we can even... Oh, we can. We're finally high enough level with our herbalism that we can get this stuff. We can make strength potions with earthroot and silverleaf. All right, so essentially what we have to do here is we have to collect 5 mossy tumors. There's a ton of plants over here, so I want to grab these real quick. I want to be able to make another defense potion. Those seem to be helping us out quite a bit. But we still have this scroll of protection that we got too. So we kind of got to reevaluate our rotation. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll just Wrath, we'll Moonfire. And then we want to make sure, okay, so that's good to know. So it does cost quite a bit of mana to transform into bear form. It costs 52 mana to be exact. So we want to make sure we are always saving a little bit of mana to switch into bear form if we need to. And we didn't do that time either. Excuse me. All right. Where we got to find some more of these. Looks like there's one across the lake.
It's too far away.
Let's drink. So the maul doesn't do any damage itself. It just causes your next auto attack or your next attack in general to do more damage. I want to see how much damage we do if we just try and start the guy in bear form. I'm curious. Quite a bit. Yeah, that's quite a bit. We might just be better off staying in bear form right now. And with our thorns and our Mark of the Wild, this seems better.
Not enough rage.
Our sustain is definitely better, I feel like. Oh, we didn't loot this guy. So if we go in, we can throw a hot on. Throw our, this. Do this. Yeah. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. This seems like the way to go. Throw in a rejuve, throw in Moonfire, going into bear form, and just going in. All right, that's 5 out of 5. There's some plants around here. Let's grab these. Failed attempt. Okay. I don't want to out-level our herbalism, so it's something we're definitely going to have to do before we get too much further, is we're going to definitely want to level that. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. It's a silver leaf too, so we should be able to make a defense potion. A lot of failed attempts. I wonder if it would be better to make a strength potion. Honestly, we need both. All right. Where do we... Oh, we turned the Mossy Tumor quest in Darnassus. So we'll just start grabbing, we'll go down here. We'll grab this quest that we see. Yeah, that bear form kind of changes the game. It's a totally different experience now, it feels like, and I'm excited. That gives us way more sustainability, you know, like way less time drinking. And this is a rare, so we definitely want to try and kill him. Level 13, shit though. I feel like our speed is increased, but it's not. It just feels like it. Where is this quest? Oh, we just grabbed it. It's this item begins a quest. The heart of Black Moss the Fetid is covered with dark, oily moss. In fact, the only way to tell this is a heart is from its slow, rhythmic beat. A beat that continues even now. Perhaps Denelin will want to see this heart. Jesus, I have to go all the way back to... Is that this guy? Down here? No, that was a different guy. Okay, good. Oh, no, it is. Lake Alameth. Fuck! I don't want to go all the way back there. Alright, well, we'll worry about that later. For now, let's finish off the quest up here. I'm trying definitely to just grab as many of these as I see, because I'm gonna be honest, going around and just farming herbs doesn't sound like the most fun. It'd probably be more fun if we did it on stream, so I might do that tonight, to be honest with you. And this video might not even be out yet, though. That's the problem. We might have to fight this spider. No, we don't. We will have to fight this one. Yeah, I need to use Demoralizing Roar more. Get our thorns back up too. It still works, right? While we're in bear form? Yeah, it does. I'm definitely not used to the forms, if you can't tell. Like, it's hard to get used to that. Here's another one of those weird plants. Maybe we can grab it without aggroing. The fronds of this plant shimmer in the forest light, giving it twisting, pulsing aura. You believe that Denelin would want a specimen of this. Should have grabbed that one, too. Beforehand. Before we grab this quest, I want to go down here and grab this one because I think it's going to have us kill harpies, and if we're going to have to fight through them, I want to be able to get credit for a quest. Oh, we need more of the empty vials. We're going to have to pick some of those up next time we're in town. I was dispatched with a small group of sentinels here to protect the oracle tree from the harpies that have made nests all around the glade. Little by little, we are trying to push them back. When the oracle tree attempted to send a runner to Darnassus with a report, the messenger was attacked and killed by a group of harpies. If you feel up to the task, go to their nests, slay them, and return their belts to me as proof of your deeds. We get an upgraded cloak for that too, so that's pretty cool. Alright, and we'll fight our way through the harpies and we'll grab that other quest that we have here. Seems like it might be an escort or something. That's what I would bet on. All right, let's just start killing them.
Not enough rage.
Oh shit. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get this guy down. And bear for him, bear for him. Oh shit. This is all bad. This is all bad. Oh my god, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We are gonna die. We are gonna die. Oh my god, we didn't die. That was... I fucked that all up. That was horrible. Alright. Change of plans. We're gonna kill that spider first. That fucker. And then, we just need to... We need to stay in bear form. Because, Jesus, we're not doing so well. Out of it, it seems like, anymore. I definitely want to start with this. Maybe try and line of sight him over this hill. No, he's shooting through the hill. Awesome sauce. Come on. There we go. Let me hit you. Let me hit you. Jeez. Please don't let my first death be to harpies. feels like sometimes he's not actually attacking, which is kind of confusing me. Maybe I'm just missing it. I don't know. Can I put this? See? He's like moving, but he's not actually moving his paw like he normally does, which is confusing me and making me feel like this isn't working, but we are doing damage. See? So he must... Is it a bite that he's doing? Oh, shit. Run away. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a learning curve for me. I'm going to have to get used to playing this class. I've never played this class before like this. Like, this is different. This is all new to me. Yeah, that's got to be an escort quest. Okay, let's do a heal. Okay. Mist. The saber cat's fur is a distinctive gray color, blending into the surrounding forest. As she lays there, you observe that she is badly wounded with a deep laceration across her back and stomach. She raises her head and gazes at you. Bright intelligence shining in blue eyes, she seems to wish to follow you. Escort Mist to Sentinel Arinia. Clouds break at the Moonwell near the Oracle Tree. So that's not too far here. Let's go ahead and... She's relatively fast, so that's good. Maybe we can actually get out of here before things respawn. Still got 9 minutes on our lesser armor. I don't want to use this because we're probably getting close to the end of our episode, and I don't know if it's gonna last while we're offline, or if I don't know. I don't know how that works. All right, completed.
What brings you here?
Oh, thank you, Jay Plays. I feared I would never see Mist again, knowing only her death in my heart, never to be united with my faithful companion. I owe you more than you can know, and you have my eternal gratitude. So we'll take that cloak. That's level 11. Let's equip that. Where'd it go? There it is. what do we have to do here? We have to fill this well with the new vial that we have. So that one's completed. And now we just got to grab 3 of the blood feather pelts. So let's finish this up real quick. Real quickly. I'm going to try and take on 2. This might be a really stupid decision.
Enough rage.
Seem to be doing okay. We should be fine. Probably could have got away with using Demoralizing Roar in that situation just to mitigate some of the hits we were taking. So we need 1 more of these. Let's go this way. Yeah, I think that was stupid of me to put that on my bear bar, so we're not going to do that. This is a rare. She still drops what we need. It's a leather belt that is an upgrade for us. And our last belt. So let's go turn this in. Oh, hey, a peace bloom. All right. So we made some progress today, guys. This was a good episode because we got quite a bit of important stuff done.
How may I help?
Their slashing talons and piercing breaks may prove a difficult match for your own abilities, Jay plays, but I have faith that you will not fail in this task. Well, we didn't. I'm impressed by what you have accomplished here in so short of time. Would that I could ask you to remain here to assist me with my duties, but I know in my heart that greater tasks lie ahead of you. I have noticed the oracle tree has just shed a piece of its bark. No doubt it has a task that it wishes completed. You should speak with it. We get a cloak that's literally the exact same as the one we just got. The forest whispers of your feats, Valor, Jay plays, as I felt the harpies forced from their nest. A greater calm spread across the forest, its creatures once again feeling safe. I have feared sending another messenger to the Archdruid, but I know that you will see my message safely to him. Deliver this to him, and know that the forest will see you safely along its paths to the Forest of Stone. Okay, so we got to go back to Dolinar, and that's it. We got to go back to Dolinar, and then we got to go to Lake Alameth to turn in these next 2. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that's pretty much it for the first or the second Night Elf zone. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and log out here. That way, next episode we can just hearth and do that real quick, and we can head out. But yeah, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. This was a good episode. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff accomplished. We got our bear form, hit level 11. And pretty much finished up the Night Elf zone. So it's kind of quite a bit we did. Yeah. Let's look at his face. That looks pretty fucking badass. If you ask me, that looks cool. Alright guys, well I want to say thanks again for so much for watching. Hope you guys are doing great. I will catch you guys next time. Stay safe out there. Peace out.